congratulations. How are you feeling right now?
Amazing, yeah, it was crazy. After going 0-2 and then having to change some stuff between the games, like in draft and our approach to the games. And then game 5 was so close, and it could have gone their way or our way so many times. It's a crazy feeling. I think game three, I decided to first pick Kaisa because we didn't show it before, and they even banned Zaya and Kalista, and I think they didn't expect us to play it. And the team compositions they were playing with, like Akali, Silas, Jax, Kaisa is the best against them. So I think it surprised them. So when we won that game, I think it was very good for the series. In my mind, we tried like two things the first two games. First game more passive approach, and then second game the Kalista, but they could go the Poppy, so it was not that easy. So then I said, well, pretty much the only AD left is Kaisa because they ban Zaya every game. Like the only AD left that can like impact the game strongly. So I was like, okay, let's pick it. If it doesn't work, then they're just better, and if it works, maybe we have a chance. And I think it was the right call, so it worked out. I think Caitlyn is very dangerous if the bot lane is very skilled. You know, like for example, T1 was always known to play Caitlyn very well and depth last worlds. So I think all the top teams, Eastern teams, played very well. But I think to make it very strong, you need to play like range support, like Lux or something like that. Heimerdinger. So when they picked Rel with Caitlyn, we knew obviously Caitlyn wins into Kaisa, but we knew we will have opportunities to contest it. For example, if they played like Caitlyn Morgana or something like that, it could be very hard. But yeah, I think Caitlyn is like if Caitlyn is in the meta, the whole game is around her. If she is picked, every team needs to play around her, gank her, play for her. So it's like very pretty much some teams really don't want to play it, but they don't want to play against it. So it's always and I think in Worlds, the main stage, it will be very highly contested against many teams because a good Caitlyn player can just impact the game alone. And I think in Plains the meta was more about Kaisa and Zaya, but I think in the main stage it will be more about Kalista and Caitlyn, in my opinion. Yeah, for sure it's a challenge because there is certain like map setups where you cannot play like for example for your mid laner because our top laner doesn't have TP, so enemy can TP to us, so we kind of have to play more for our top laner, and sometimes Nuke ends up missing farm or they can teleport behind us. So for sure it's been a challenge. I think we tried to work on it this year. I think obviously it improved from what it was at the start, but for sure it's a challenge. But it brings us other benefits in the game. So, but for sure it's not the easiest. Yeah.